Yo, what's up, guys? This is JoeCrush, and today I wanted to go over some of the patch notes. Again, we talked about them last time, but now I just want to kind of, show off and demonstrate what some of them actually mean. And so I'll bring up the patch notes here real quick. So the rage riot increase. This is just increased range. That's pretty simple. I mean, sometimes when you get like a long 4-4-2 combo, because nowadays the reduced 4-4-2. That ends up pushing them back really far, but nowadays, like, you'll get the 4-4-2, the third one super far, but it'll still hit. So I'm trying to do a combo that kind of shows it off. Mainly like the heat one, like this one. Your third 4-4-2 both sends them pretty far. Like that. That one still connects, and even after like a super duper long combo as well. Here. And then the next set of patch notes, we got the back two. So the back two, this one is actually pretty huge, mainly because of a bunch of different combo routes now. We could use it where the charge back two would whiff. So one easy one is just going to be off of low parry combos. You used to not be able to hit this charge back two off of low parry, but now, especially if you're in heat, like this is mainly where it comes in clutch. You get a huge low parry to the charge. That first hit does 30, and that's the start of like a huge cheat combo. I delayed it a little bit too much. You still gotta be pretty quick, but you get something pretty crazy. I think Axis let him get that there, but do a pretty dope combo like this, Stack up that extra damage. So that's really nice. And then you could also show it off on a stage. Mainly the wall explosion stages is the one I'm talking about, like Arena Underground. The hard wall breaks, it seems to not recover quick enough, like the one on Elegant Palace and Sanctum. But for big wall explosion stages like this, you can do the same thing. You say you just get the big wall splat, you have heat, you can charge back to it up, end up catching all big damage, and so that's good for the start of the combo. But even like towards the end of a combo, oh shit, I messed it up right there again. YouTube recording cursed. Let me try one more time. Okay, boom. Just charge it up, engage. So 138 new max damage combos, mainly just from that improved hitbox buff. So those are the two situations I found where that helps out. Like I said, the Sanctum hard wall break, Elegant Wall Palace hard break wall break, they still fall down too fast. So it's pretty useful. As for the regular back two, this whiffing, I think it's a little bit better. Just against people that would get crushed. Like sometimes this move will just get crushed pretty easily. I mean, it's not that low of a mid. Like AOP might crush it. Sometimes just characters just being, wonky will just crush it. So the improved hitbox on both of these is sick. Also, especially because this one will hit grounded. If they're trying to get up sometimes, getting that grounded hit is a lot of damage. That's pretty sick. So next we have the Warzing 4. The Warzing 4, I was talking about it with Head Pie and some other people, and I mean I just haven't seen any difference to Warzing 4. So if you have, leave in the comments what you found or what you've discovered, because I mean I don't know what was wrong with it before developers fixed, but as far as I know, I didn't see anything too much about Warzing 4. And the next one I want to talk about the Jack 8 Gamma Howl. This is the heat recovering one, where every time you enter heat, it recovers by 30 F, which is half a second of heat. And then when you actually parry, you get 1.5 seconds of heat and 10 health. And then after that, 5 health. So I have a clip. We have actually posted some nice clips on Twitter. So this is when you start to like parry things. And my heat's dwindling down. As soon as I parry stuff, it fills my heat. Every one of those hits is like adding half a second. The first one's adding like 1.5 seconds, so it just fills up my heat bar crazy. Same thing with the coverable. It just goes up 10 and then 555. Same thing, it just recovers all back. So that's super huge. That's a kind of an extreme example with Elisa though. Mainly because that's probably the only situation you get that many hits where you recover like that. I mean, maybe like Leroy or Steve might do something similar, but definitely not as much. I already tried it out. But it just goes to show, I mean, that's such a nice little boost, you know, a little extra health when we parry stuff, extra heat. And at first, I mean, you're kind of like not sure if it's really all that great. But I mean, you combine like the parry into like a heat combo, and like in the heat combos, you're regaining heat. Like just for example, this kind of combo you're just constantly regaining heat. You can keep it pretty simple with just Yamaha 1 and then the wall combo. See, like right there, it's just simple. Right there, you can do another third one, stack on extra damage. So it just gives you a lot like different routes to go for, just to increase your heat. And like, so that's the main thing. It's like you're just not. It's before it even starts to burn, you're just stacking it up, which is just really sick for us Jack players. Like, it just gives us so much more time to be free and think and carefully strategize and plan our approach instead of having to be rushed in with the 10 frame. So I really like that, just stacking up heat. Even like in situations in the neutral, like when you're just like kind of brawling at each other, sometimes like your heat bar still won't like going down. Like for example, wake up, let's do stands. So I activate heat, and like right here I can just every single interaction stack up heat. So in OP situations like this, you can just constantly stack up heat and hit them, and this is before they even get up, you know. And then even when they start getting up, you can just every little transition you do, maybe like a side step 2, some forward R and 3 pressure. Also just armoring away and jumping away just stacks it up a little bit. So it makes it a little bit less, you know, just kind of like a trainer just to be backing up. At least when you back up, you like get a little bit of time back. So it just allows you to just save on to that little bit of time and just land that 110 frame. That's all you need. It's a huge damage, you know. So in tournament, that's huge, you know. Instead of having to average like 10 to 15 seconds, we might be pushing it up to closer to 20, you know, with a couple stacks before we burn, and then while we're burning it, we just add a little bit on. So that's like really dope. I just love that so much. It's just such a like nice quality of life change. Oh yeah, so the Yamaha 1 being safe. This is pretty sick. Mainly because I can kind of just be a little bit more brain dead now. Before you kind of had to think a lot, but now at Yamaha 1, being able to be safe at -9, you can just like duck in front of the face and just, you know, bait their jabs or grabs or any other like kind of high stuff. People that have residual knowledge of, oh, it's 10 frame when you punish it. Any Reinas or Kazuyas, you duck their flash punches or rising 1. Just be a little cheesy, but even then when they stop doing that, what do you call it? They just have to like throw out a mid. Okay, you know, you throw out a mid, you're minus. Just that's so much better than us just getting like 10 frames into the ground every time into a mix-up. Also, just kind of when you're doing your brain dead, it's nice to spam because it also just hits combos every time, so you don't have to worry about like missing a side step 2 punish, or maybe just checking out the 1-1. So being -9 is just super awesome. I'm trying to think of another reason, another way to like just really shine besides that Oki. One thing I really like about it is that it really plays into the Tekken 8 where they like your opponent has to be aggressive. Because since I now have a safe way to kind of just end my turn, I can commit to something that like won't kill me. It's a lot more imperative that your opponent fighting Jack finds the counter hit or finds the read on when they can mash on me and like, you know, not have to deal with the 50-50 all day. Before it was okay, you could at least get a punish if you guess right, but now this helps our game plan so much more because it just really forces them to interact with us a lot. Because we don't die for, you know, interacting. Now they have to interact with us more, so I mean, that's just a huge buff to his game plan overall. I think it was really something crucial. It should have been like this from the beginning, but, you know, a few months after the game's out and they patched it, we'll take it, you know. Love to see it. No more sidestep left option selects just all day killing us. Okay, here we go. So the next one is going to be Yamaha 1 being safe, the Yamaha 2. Alright, so you have another clip for this one right here. Actually this was super sick because this really shows that the developers are like paying attention and listening and watching me, because Tekken 8 reported this, and it looks like they did fix this. Because right here, I mean, it shows in the video I get completely crushed by at least a hop kick after 1-1. 1-1, Gamma 2 just completely goes through me. He's just kind of crazy. But now they said that they buffed the hitbox on it. So if I switch to Elisa and try it again in this new version of the patch, we'll show you what happens real quick. Okay, now let's try it. So I'm gonna hit the second hit of 1-1 into Gamma 2 just like in the video. Hey, why shouldn't I doing it? Elisa, please work. Oh, it's because she sets a setter to block. See, there you go. Now, in this version of the game, she does get hit, so it's super dope. I'm glad they don't have more option selects to just knock us out. It seems like, you know, a lot of the waifus, they had like some tech where they could just completely jump over a lot of our options. Like I fight Trojan, a godlike Lily player, and he uses one of her, you know, jump in the air moves to evade a lot of my pressure. But luckily we still got some mids to counter, and the Gamma 2 buff is, you know, visible. Now we get a little explosive. I hit him out the air for like a huge tornado combo. So this is, you know what I'm saying, instead of getting launched, now this is me taking that life. So that's sick. Love to see it, you know. That buff literally goes from me losing half my life to them losing half their life. So shout out Harada, man, who keep busting out these secondary reports. Literally, that was like, I checked it, I was like, no way they actually listened. And then they're listening. So definitely all the Jack players, you find any bugs, or any, not even Jack players, just, you know, people who be finding bugs, they're using us as crash dummies, you know what I'm saying? Report that. It will get finessed. But that's pretty much it for some of the patch notes. Well, of course, it's generic. We can go over that real quick too. I want to leave that one out. This was the -14 throw change. Well, I'll just kind of show you right now. Basically, it's kind of been affecting me a lot, especially when I first started playing after the patches. That this throw is now -14 or 14 frames. So that basically that kind of really sucks for our punishment, our armor punishment. Well, I mean, it's a lot of people. So now if you want to punish armor moves like this, let's try this one out. It was like -13, I believe. Yeah, -13. So since this is 14, it's actually locked out. You can't punish this. So instead, we got to do some other options. Luckily, we still have some pretty good stuff. Jack's throws are tremendous. I mean, we could Tombstone. Tombstone is having some nice Oki. But honestly, the most damaged one is probably the back sway 2, half circle back 2 into Seed Planter. That is about like 65 damage. I have Rage on, but without Rage, it would be 65. The one, I mean, I guess you could do the one. Or I guess you could get a Heating Gager grab. But this is 11. Into the crouch throw. So of course, you know, Jack still has plenty of great options. Plenty of different options to still cash out on that armor throw punish. Just on certain characters, you can't do it unless it's -14 now, which is sometimes you still can. Like for example, Nina. Nina's like one of the more obvious ones with her Blonde Bomb. Really, that's the move's called. 4-1+2. Yeah, Heating Gager mid, armor move, -14. So if we get a perfect one, we can still hit it. So not all hope is lost. We can still hit it every now and then, you know. We can stack up big combo damage. But just, you know, this is still the better punish than, you know, you're just regular Heating Gager 4-1. So it's not completely dead. But, you know, we're gonna have to be a lot more proficient at choosing which throw to use. But yeah, that's kind of cover it for the rest of the patch notes. Let me know if there's anything I missed or if there's anything that comes up. Comment down below what y'all find. But so far, after what I think about a week with the new patch, some of the bigger changes I've discovered. So yeah, definitely hit these low parry combos, charge back 2, Gamma 2 being a little bit better on the hitbox. and especially like the armor stack. I mean, not the armor, the heat stacking in combos is just like just amazing. I mean, it's just probably one of the better buffs. Like, this is gonna be kind of huge for the rest of the season. Giving me extra time to, you know, think. Even like this, just stacking up heat. So that's gonna cover it for now. Like I said, let me know if you guys find anything else. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys next time. So peace out.